My mother was one of the most generous people I knew. She actually loved giving people gifts. Most people sneer at the idea of Christmas coming and that they would soon have to be buying those Christmas presents. Most people hid their disdain for giving by saying Christmas was not about presents. You could always tell when someone said that they needed a fire to warm up their ice cube of a heart. My mother would start creating her Christmas quilts the day after Christmas. She would sit quietly in her rocking chair and just rock and stare into space. At least that's what I thought she was doing. When she passed away this year, we weren't even sure she would have a funeral. She was a very quiet woman, and something felt strange about having a ton of people in the room with her. We finally agreed we would have a small viewing, and we put the date in the newspaper, since we didn't know of any friends or even extended family who may have wanted to come. The day of the viewing, I spent wrapped in my Christmas quilt she had given me last year. It seemed to come at the perfect time. I was stressed with work and my health was failing because of it. Wrapping the quilt around myself seemed to calm me down instantly. I did not want to take it off, so I packed it in my trunk and figured I could come out for a good cry anytime I needed it. As I walked into the small building, reds, greens, blues, silvers, and whites flooded my vision. Every inch of the room was covered in my mother's handmade Christmas quilts. Some in rougher shape than others, but all still beautiful. Each owner of the quilts individually came up to tell me, just like my quilt, she had given it to them at a pivotal point in their life. One even told me that she had loved her quilt and used it so much that one of the patches had worn away. She then showed me her quilt. It was a stunning blue and silver snowflake, which the owner had sewn the patch back on, but left a little pocket. In the pocket was a tiny little card in my mother's handwriting. She had written a prayer.